Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Open Green Energy. In this video, we will learn how to make an emergency light. The emergency light can be charged from the solar panel or from the AC outlet. The LED panel will automatically switch on when there is a power failure or when there is no sunlight. Guys, if you are new to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe it. Please hit the bell icon so that you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. Please follow me on my Instagram page for more updates on my project work. So without any further delay, let's move to make the project. To make this project, you will need a perforated board, diode 194007, a Zener diode, 330 ohm resistor, 1 kilo ohm resistor, 5 ohm 2 watt resistor, a trim port 2 kilo ohm, electrolytic capacitor of 1000 microfarad, ceramic capacitor 0.1 microfarad, LM317 regulator IC, a PNP transistor BD140, a NPN transistor BC547, 5mm LED, screw terminals and heatsink. This video is sponsored by JLC PCB. You can order high quality PCB from JLC PCB at only $2. The ordering process is very simple. Just upload your Gerber file and you are ready to go. Guys, before moving to make this project, let's understand the schematic first. In the entire schematic, there are 4 ports. At the input side, there are 2 ports, P1 and P2. Port P1 is used to provide AC input from a transformer. P2 is used to connect a solar panel or a 12-volt DC adapter. Similarly, at the output side, there are 2 ports. Port P3 is used to connect a battery and port P4 is used to connect a LED panel. The diode D1, D2, D3 and D4 forms a full bridge rectifier which convert alternative current from the transformer to the direct current. C1 is a electrolytic capacitor which is used as a filter capacitor. Similarly, C2 and C3 are ceramic capacitors which are used to remove the high frequency ripples. The heart of the entire circuit is based on the IC regulator LM317. The red LED is used to indicate the charging under progress. Resistor R4 is a current limiting resistor for the LED. The Zener diode ZD1 and transistor Q1 forms a protection circuit which prevent the battery from overcharging. Diode D5 is used to prevent discharge of battery into the regulator when the charger is off. The charging voltage can be set by adjusting the trim port R2. The resistor R5 is used to control the charging current. Now come to the LED driving circuit. The LED driver circuit is consist of a PNP transistor Q2 and a resistor R6. When the charger is on, the transistor Q2 is off. So there is no power at the LED output terminal. When the charger is off, the transistor Q2 is on, so power flow from the battery terminal through Q2 and finally to the LED terminal. Now you can make this circuit by following this schematic diagram. You can download the schematic diagram from the link given in the video description. Guys, earlier I have used this green LED to indicate the full charge status. But unfortunately it did not work, so later I have not used the green LED, I just sorted the emitter terminal of the BC547 to ground terminal. By the way, this charger circuit is protected with overcharge protection, so we can leave the battery charged all the time without fear of overcharging. Currently I am writing an instructable on this project where I will update all the information regarding the modification or in case I add new features to this project. So I will always recommend you to use the updated version of the schematic. The instructable link is given in the video description. After soldering all the components, I tried to complete the circuit by using the extra legs of the components. I bent the legs by using a nipper, then solder it. The overlapping portion is completed by using 24 AWG wires. Now the PCB board is ready to use. To insulate the circuit board from the ground, I have used 4 PCB stand-ups. To check the circuit, you can connect a 9 to 12 volt transformer at the transformer input, or you can use a solar panel or a 12 volt DC adapter at the DC input terminal. Then you have to set the charging voltage. Place your multimeter at the battery terminal, then adjust the trim port to get the charging voltage. As per my battery manufacturer recommendation, the charging voltage is 7.2 volt. After setting the charging voltage, connect a battery at the battery terminal. Be sure you are connecting to the right polarity. After that, connect a 12 volt solar panel or a DC adapter at the input terminal. You can see the battery is charging now. Once the battery is charged, you can connect the LED at the LED terminal. Here I am using 4 volt SMD LED. You can use according to your choice. The LED will remain off when the charger is connected to the power supply. When there is a power failure, the LED will switch on automatically. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to share it. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you. Have a nice day.